There he is. All right, E, you're back.
All right. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. No problem. Tim James took your spot for a little while, but now you're back, and I am very curious. You as an interviewer, what is your observation of Fang from Lords of the Trident?
Oh man. I think we counted 70 ums or uhs or does in that 10-minute segment there.
I just thought it was nice of him to, try and show some respect to those brand new bands like Black Sabbath and Judas Priest and Motorhead.
Right, yeah, he's quite timely with those references. Smoking that alien crack.
No, I think that was acid.
Dude, am I wrong in thinking music's good, gimmick will kill the band?
Well, I'm thinking that maybe, I listen to the playbacks of these shows on my iPod, and it has a half-speed option. Maybe I'll get more out of the interview if I listen to it at half speed.
Maybe. Or maybe you'll get even more out of it if you just don't download that one.
I think I was making fun of him in the chat room, but I think I might be busting his undescended balls a little too hard. He's probably just excited to be on the show and getting some press out of the CMFs and whatever.
Well, let me. I'll share the beforehand of when I was doing the interview. So the guy calls when he's scheduled to call, and he says, "Hey man, I don't know how to explain this, but I do this character, and I hope it's okay if I stay in character when I do it." And I was like, "Hey, bro, you want to do it in character? I'll do it in character with you. Whatever you say, I'll play off." He's like, "Really? You'll be cool with that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good with it." That's why as soon as he started, I was like right in. I was like, "Yeah, being an old band, 700 years, fuck yeah, I'll play it."
Hey, Fang, note to self. Don't invite your audience to go ahead and turn off their computer during a lousy interview, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to actually send some air out here.
Yeah, you might want to let them listen to you.
Right. You say that if you don't want a hard metal band or whatever, you better just turn off your computer right now. I'm like, tempting.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Fridge is calling. I got some fudge from the pumpkin patch the other day. I think I'll go tap into that real quick. Of course, I missed your call, though. Sorry again about that.
Well, I get it, dude. I mean, you have choices to do. You can, be out there looking at porn or listening to this show. So I'd be out there surfing the porn, too, probably.
It was literally caramel fudge
I'll
from
bet.
the local farm that had a pumpkin patch we took the baby to.
Wow, are you coming off metal as fuck tonight, me?
Yeah.
Caramel fudge, babies, pumpkin patches, what the fuck?
Coffee.
I know.
Coffee? You're all kinds of metal tonight.
No.
So, dude, we were playing this Geoff Tate's Queensryche. Did you hear that?
I did.
Pretty solid, right?
Wow.
Go ahead.
Man, here's the thing about metal in general. And I understand it's a classic metal show, and I grew up a metalhead.
Sure.
No doubt about it. Learned how to play guitar when I think I got my first guitar when I was 8.
Mm-hmm.
And once, Ozzy, never really I was a big Eddie Van Halen fan.
Okay.
Up until I heard Randy Rhoads the first time, and then it was like, okay, there's something else.
Wow.
And I went in what I would consider the more metal direction with my taste. Of course with Maiden, and then inevitably Slayer and Metallica, and onward and upward. Yeah. And nowadays I'm more into the the more hardcore tribal type, not really death metal, but like Slipknot and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Operation Mindcrime, I loved.
Sure.
Tried to sing along with it and all that, and I really appreciated that. And I've talked about this before. I think I might have even talked about it when you were on the show.
Yeah.
About the vibrato vocals, and it's like I don't know, if I had my choice between listening to Geoff Tate jiggle his fucking voice or have a white hot needle shoved into my retina, or a dentist drill going off in my ear. I don't know. I'd have to, flip a coin or something. I just can't freaking stand it. And yet, back in the day, I thought it was so cool. It's kind of like bell bottoms.
Well, that's because
I wouldn't even show pictures of me wearing my lawman painter pants from 1982, or my what were those parachute pants?
Parachute pants, right?
Right, but at the time, it sure seemed cool, and I got to say that about Tate and his whole vocals. But I gotta agree with everyone that makes fun of him just about the whole douchebaggery. I mean, it's just so, who is he? Who does he really think he is? And the whole pretentiousness, and he's one of those guys that points to people.
He's fucking
in the audience,
Queensryche, remember?
You know what I mean? He'll single someone out and he'll point, smile, and nod at him in the crowd, oh yeah, like you're one of my voters. Oh yeah, you're one of my voters. Like, geez, dude.
Well, dude, I'll tell you what. I know why you used to think that vocal was good, and now you don't. Because now it sounds like this.
But my dream is still alive. I'm gonna be the best I can.
Anything that sounds like that, you're not going to want to hear.
Yeah, Geoff, you're definitely being the best you can there. Fuck.
That's the most ironic part about it. I gotta play that again.
Oh God, put a sock in it.
The whole band is fucked up, and he's going, "I'm the best I can." Right when the band is the most fucked up, arguably in the history of anything that said Queensryche on it.
Well, how do you fuck up doing chopsticks on the keyboard?
Well, let's play
chopsticks and chopsticks and chopsticks and chopsticks, and then he comes in with the fucking vocals.
I think he was reaching for his beer. I think that's why he got off the keyboard.
Well, let's hear it again.
My dream is still alive. I'm gonna be the best I can.
Drummer's off, keyboardist is off.
Now when the real Geoff Tate calls, we're going to hear the excuse for this.
Well,
it's like they're doing a Skype performance on a 14K modem.
Right.
Fucking minute and a half delay. The funny part, though, is and you can't really see it, obviously, but when I'm watching the video of this as I'm playing it, you see the keyboard go out at the same time. Like, first Tate's mic is off, so then they turn Tate's mic up, and for whatever reason they turn the keyboard off. And you see Simon Wright in the background just looking around like, what the fuck? Should I start? And he just starts. And it's so bad, and they're in front of 100,000 people.
Oh, Mr. Scary says play Empire, Chris. It's much worse.
Oh, is it? Oh, let's. Should I look? Empire, Sao Paulo, 2013 Queensryche. Let's take a look and see. I didn't get through all this. Oh, here it is. You guys up for a little Russian roulette on bad Queensryche?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's try this. Here it is from Sao Paulo, Monsters of Rock. Oh, what happened? Man,
I guess it is much worse.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Sit on your hands, Chris. You're going for that eject button too quick.
That's not me. It's the fucking.
Oh.
It's the. Man, it's so bad it froze up the fucking. Whatchamacallit?
His vibrato skipped it.
Yeah, it's like, wow, it's like jammed. Oh, come on. These Macs suck a dick. I ain't gonna lie. Anybody that thinks Mac is the shit is fucking not a computer guy. What the fuck?
Same spot.
Same spot.
Diamond Ryan in the chat room saying Percy was better. Percy was better.
What the fuck? Why is this thing all fucked up? Alright, fuck this. We're done with this.
Yeah.
Not playing, so I'm not going to wait on it. It's bad.
That was the same show, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
Monsters of Rock or whatever with Piercy and Rat.
Boy, Boy, talk about getting your money's worth, right?
Oh, wow. That's... My God.
So bad.
I was embarrassed and ashamed.
It is. The whole thing is just horrendous, man. It's really, really pathetic that that's what's going on out there. And the sad part is even like we were talking about with the Rock Harvest thing, how do you come out of that? I mean, I've got to think that Sao Paulo show has to be massively expensive tickets, because there's big bands that play that thing. You know, bigger than Rat or I don't know who the headliner was, but I got to imagine it was like Guns N' Roses or somebody big.
And you figure it's quite a few big bands.
100,000 people, so you got to think that those tickets are $150 a piece.
Wow.
You know, or whatever the equivalent to that would be in fucking South American money. Yeah, whatever those fucking people use. So, I just can't even imagine. Too much, man.
Saw a video of Tate.
Yeah.
Where he comes out wearing, as a live performance, he was wearing these like welder type goggles. They were just round. They looked kind of cool in a way. I mean, they looked kind of steampunkish.
All right.
They had these dark red lenses, and he's jamming around doing his douchebaggery, and one of the fucking lenses pops out, and so you can so then you can see one of his eyes, and what made it even worse is rather than just playing it off and like kicking it out to one of the fans, he on his way off the stage bent down and picked up the fucking popped out lens and carried it off with him. It was just so pathetic. He was playing the tree in a kindergarten play or something, and like some paper mache fell off, and he didn't know what to do about it.
Oh, I wish I had that video to watch. That's great. I'm gonna give this Empire one more try, but I'm not guaranteeing shit. Let's try this one more time. Fuck! All right, I quit.
Well, maybe the drummer's just stopping.
Yeah, that's true too. It might just be the band not sure if they're supposed to be playing or not.
Hey, if you guys are interested in seeing that clip, Mr. Scary just in the chat room just reminded he saw that same thing with the Tate glasses. It's the clip where he calls the crowd lazy. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's when I saw it. Was Chris? And you might have even posted it on Facebook or something that led me to even watching it. That's where I saw it, because I mean, actually, come to think about what other reason would I have to be watching a Queensryche video, a late one,
right?
At that. So that was it. I was waiting for that crowd scene, and that's when the lens thing happened. For sure.
Man, that is hilarious.
You guys go find that.
I will dig it out. Well, I'll tell you what. While I'm digging it out, I have one more interview that I got to get out of the way. So let's get this one out of the way. I mean, that is of big interest to the fans.
Yeah, the bodybuilder.
Yeah. All right, E. Here's another one for you. Since I'm on Goofball interview night tonight, the name of this artist is Maxwell Carlisle with 3 X's. And I encourage everybody to Google Maxwell Carlisle with 3 X's. MAXXXWELL Carlisle. CARLISLE. He is a shredder guitarist / competitive bodybuilder.
Wow.
Where do I find him?
I don't know. Inspired by Stuck Mojo.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but didn't we listen to a tune already and said it wasn't bad?
No, it's not bad. I think the tunes are okay. But this guy, Jim brought it up before the show started today. He's like, yeah, you remember that guy Kane Roberts from back in the day that was kind of a bodybuilder? Or Thor.
Right.
You remember Thor back in the 80s. These guys were bodybuilders, but this guy is like competitive, like the kind that stands up on in like a thong so that his fucking shriveled fucking steroid cock doesn't show.
I know. And, hey, is it just me, but do those guys' body like actually resemble poop?
Yeah, with all the tanning and fucking, it does look just like mounds of shit.
The curved digits, just like Mr. Hanky.
Yeah,
like somebody was just taking segmented shits and fucking dropped a head on top.
Right. That's all Totally. Just did 3/4 pinches in even increments.
It's like somebody took the Pillsbury Doughboy or Mr. Goodrich or Goodrich Tires or what? What was the tire guy? Michelin Man.
Oh, yeah.
The Michelin Man.
Right.
That's what they look like, is more defined Michelin men. Just Michelin men that are fucking shaped funny. Too fucking funny. All right, here, I'm going to try and take a call here. I don't know if this... No, I'm not. The fucking computer's acting all fucking dumb. Fuck it.
You just cut Neely off.
No, I didn't. Mr. E's still here, right, E?
No,
I'm
Neely.
here.
All right, well, Neely will have to wait. If that's Neely, it's not. It's MOL. All right, but MOL, you're going to have to wait because we got a bodybuilder to play here. This is Maxwell Carlisle. The name of the tune is Full Metal Thunder, so let's check it out right now. It is Maxwell Carlisle right here on
Your Classic Metal Show.